Hello everyone, this is Kate and welcome to another tips and tricks video. And I am really excited about this tips and tricks video because we are going to be doing one of my favorite art materials ever, colored pencils. So this set of colored pencils is the 60 set, and I bought this because it comes with 2 white colored pencils and it also came with a blender pencil that I'm going to show you in a minute. But Prismacolor pencils, the premieres, do come in sets ranging from 12 to 150, so you can't really go wrong with the variety of colors they provide. So what makes Prismacolor pencils special is they do have a very soft lead in them, so it's kind of like a combination between a crayon and a regular colored pencil. And I'm going to show you what that looks like on this paper right here. I'm going to compare it to this Crayola colored pencil in salmon, and I hope that it shows up. Okay, now for the Prismacolor I'm going to use pink. So I'm just going to bring this up to the camera so you can see it, and you see how the Prismacolor is so much darker and the pigment is so much more concentrated than the Crayola right here. But at the same time, if you layer on another Prismacolor on top of this, you do get a very good layering effect and a very good presence of the layers underneath. And that's a really unique combination between a very nice opaque laydown and a very transparent layering effect. Next, I'm going to show you some techniques you can use with blending colors. Now I'm going to use Copenhagen Blue and Scarlet Lake. First, I'm going to use a cross-hatching technique. So I'm just putting down the Scarlet Lake and making a hatching motion right here. And then if I put the Copenhagen Blue down, but you see that sort of layering and the blending of colors. If I use a different technique, like a little circular technique, you can see the layering even more. And now I'm going to show you the white and the colorless blender. In colored pencil techniques, white and colorless blenders are used to blend colors together. So I'm going to show you how that's done. First one up here I'm not going to do anything to. So this is just going to be our little control swatch. And this one right here is going to have white over it. Now you see as I'm putting down the white, it's creating a less grainy, more blended effect, but it's also lightening up this color quite a bit. It sort of looks sort of like a gray color right here. So this is with the white. And then we have the colorless blender. And this is basically a lot of non-colored wax. So you see as I put this down, it doesn't lighten up the swatch at all. It just puts down more wax and allows the colors beneath it to be blended. Another technique you can use besides for the colorless blender and the white Prismacolor is paint thinner. So here's my jar of paint thinner right here. You can also use odorless mineral spirits or turpentine. I'm going to use Copenhagen blue and light Copenhagen blue. And for this little guy right here, I'm going to use a colorless blender on him. And for this big guy right here, I'm going to show you what it's like with the odorless mineral spirits. They're right over here. So here are two little blob monsters. This one I already used the colorless blender on, and this one I didn't blend him yet. So what I'm going to do first, I think I'm just going to do this one little ear right here to show you, because odorless mineral spirits, when you're blending with pencils, they work best in a small space and with a very concentrated amount of pigment. So that's why I'm going over this ear again with the colors. I'm using really moderate pressure and trying to get down a lot of pigment. I don't think you would want to like do the blending technique with something like this that's really light. You want to really fill in those extra spots in the paper with as much pigment as you can. And here are the mineral spirits. Point them away from you because they smell really bad. Okay, and I'm just dabbing a little bit on with a brush. And you see how the mineral spirits make the color brighter? And they also sort of just erase any little graininess that the Prismacolor might show through. You can get your best effects for this technique on smooth paper like this Bristol board, but if you also have a lightly textured paper, that's a little bit more difficult because some of the texture is still going to show through, but it is possible. So that is how you blend with mineral spirits and Prismacolors. For this demonstration, I am going to be drawing Raja in this little jasmine picture I have. So the first technique I'm using is I'm just putting down a basic mid-tone color that's kind of like the local color. I'm using Goldenrod from my 60 Prismacolor set. And I'm just filling in all the orange on him. Do, do, do. This is also a Halloween themed piece because when I'm going to upload this video, it's going to be 2 days till Halloween. Yay! Okay. Now I'm using pumpkin orange and I'm filling in the shadows right now. So you can see that kind of happening. And the light source is coming from the moon. So all the highlights are going to be pointed at the moon. I'm filling his little face. I really like how this turned out. I don't usually draw cartoon tigers, but I think I did pretty good. I don't know. I'm not a cartoon tiger expert. I think this is yellow orange or Spanish orange. I don't know. I'm filling in the highlights with that. I don't like to use white in my highlights. For the shadows, I'm sort of playing on the light that it's nighttime, and I'm adding a combination of this cool gray color and this light Copenhagen blue color, and that sort of brings out the reflective shadows and plays off the sky a little bit, and it just makes the piece look more holistic if they have like a consistent light source and that same plane on the shadows. So anyway, I'm just putting in the black right now. Black, 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 black. And I'm adding paint thinner to the black. I want to make the stripes really pop out. Now we are doing the hat, and this is indigo blue that I'm putting in the hat. And I'm going to be adding violet and another light blue pretty quick. This technique is different than the one I was using on the actual tiger. Okay. And there's the purple and the light blue that are going. Yep. And now I'm using paint thinner. Okay. Moving on to putting all of the tan on his little tiger face and on his tiger paws. I'm mainly using sand and sepia for this. Okay, now I'm just touching up the line art, and I want to thank you all for watching at this point. Please leave a comment and make sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. And yep, thanks for watching, guys.